Crystal here. I'm going to start with the business readings, or well, the professional area of life readings for each of the zodiac signs. So this is the introduction to that, and then from there on I'm going to edit it such that your reading is behind it. Now, what I would like to ask from you is subscribe to my channel if you want to do so. Then you'll know, if you click that alarm bell, you'll know when new readings are going to come out. You'll also know that, when your reading is going to come out, etc. I do weekly readings. I do daily tarot shorts. That are the daily cards, the YouTube shorts. That's a new thing, like TikTok and Instagram Reels or IGTV, that sort of thing, but very short. I do those. I do weekly readings, monthly readings, specific readings, moon readings, so on the new moon and full moon, and so on. I also have a dog at the other side of the road who is sort of screaming, and it's really I go bananas when I hear that. But that's nothing that I can do about it, nothing you can do about it. So if you like to subscribe, that would be very good, because then you'll also be able to put in the comment box the magic words that you have to put in if you want to win a free tarot reading. And those magic words are rose crystal. The winner will be drawn on the 30th of September. So stay with me. Put the words rose crystal in any of the videos, only once per video, please, because otherwise I go bananas as well. But once per video, but you can put it in as many videos as you want. The more entries, of course, the more chance you have of winning a free reading. Big reveal, September 30th. Now, let's go and have a look at your professional area of life. So your job, your career, your business, whatever. What there is to know about that for the months of October, November, and December of this year. If you want to know what happened in the other quarters of the year, you can find the readings there. I will put the links in the description box as well, so you can find those easily for your sign. Thank you, and let's go into the reading now. Hello Sagittarius, this is your reading for your career for October, November, December, so the end of this year. Now, of course, time is not that delineated, so there will be energies, and I'm looking especially at this last row like this, and here a little bit. This row towards maybe really end of December, maybe even the beginning of 2022, that is going to come in. Now, I was a bit worried about this card and this card, but not really, because I'm looking at this row and I'm thinking, wow, what is going on here? So, because this is my first impression that I get. Now, again, I want to just point to something. Also, I destroyed this card because I had a spill of water and then it got stuck to another card. Well, sometimes this happens. Now, I want just to point out, if you don't resonate with it, maybe go and have a look at your rising sign and watch that video, or your moon sign. And even because it's career, maybe you can even have a look, if you know which planets are in Venus, Mars, which signs your Venus, Mars, or Mercury is in. You can even have a look at that, because that's personal planets, and especially Mercury and Mars, for example, they really can be involved in your career, business, job situation, because they're the planet Mercury of communication, of learning, of communicating, of how you learn, but also how you transmit that learning and how you use it. And then Mars is the way how you act. So that can have an effect here in this sort of reading. So yeah, if you want to know how to know where your Mars is situated, or your Mercury, please go to astro.com. It's totally free. You can make a little bit of a free account. It's really no strings attached. They don't send you emails when you get bored to death of it. They don't do that. So you just put in your data, your birth data, of course, as specific as you can be, and then you get a chart. You go to extended chart selection, you get your birth chart there, and then you have a look. If you're not well versed in astrology and its symbols, you look up the symbols on the internet, and you'll find out what is where. You don't have to be able to read your chart, but if you know a little bit of the symbols, then you can find out what is where. Okay, Sagittarius, no longer waiting, but let's dive into this reading. So this is your energy, and you have the Prince of Pentacles, and this is your energy currently, and the Six of Cups. I feel the Six of Cups, there is this energy of a bit of a nostalgic energy of, things were better in the past, things were better when I was a child. Well, in a lot of the cases, as a child, if you haven't had child abuse or something, if you're not one of those people that have, unfortunately, there are children that suffer that. We're not going to talk about that now, but if you had, a good childhood or a reasonable childhood, this is something that sometimes you are nostalgic to, because of course, it was easier. You didn't have to care about money. You didn't have to care about work. You could play. You could go to school. You could have fun. And sometimes there is this thing of, it was so much easier. Now, not only childhood, but also that sense of it was so much easier before. Because probably at the moment, your situation in work and career is quite busy. Because I'm saying this because, first of all, you have that page, not the page, the Knight. It's the Prince of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, first of all, is looking towards the future, but is also the Knight that brings in money opportunities. There is good money opportunities. You even at this moment currently are having these money opportunities, maybe proposals, but also it's not like you have a lack of money. You don't have that, because I also see here in the main cards, I see the Eight of Pentacles, which is in the middle, and I see the Nine of Pentacles. So I am not worried about money at all. I'm a little bit worried about you overworking, having too much on your plate with this Nine of Swords. And I really feel it's that. I feel there is so much, and you have so much work. There's good money coming in, but there's also so much work that sometimes it overwhelms you, it tires you out. And I would say something here, Sagittarius, with this card. Be careful for burnout. Really, if you have been working way too much and you have too much on your plate and you really are exhausted and tired, I feel you have to take a time out. It's not here. The timeout card is not here. Maybe it comes up when I pull extra cards. But there is, this longing for a sense of ease almost. More ease, less work. Less responsibility, maybe. So I feel that really this card is you. You have to take it slow. I think this is like a warning. If you don't take it slow, if you're going on working this hard, because you're working really hard, you're making good money, yes, but sometimes all the money in the world cannot make up for your health if you get a burnout. So there is the danger here. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen again. The cards are not going to say a definite story or not going to tell you a definite outcome. They're going to give you possibilities, potentials, but you have agency. You are the owner of your own life. You have choices. You can make choices. You have the authority to do so in your own life. So these cards are just here to help you. So this card is really telling me for you, be careful. Don't overdo it. Take a little bit of your foot off the pedal, because otherwise it may come to this. Because what I see here is that I feel this is a past energy. Well, a very recent past energy. You may have had to make some choices regarding work. And in a way that those choices that you were in front of you, you really had to make it, and choose a few things because of a lot of work. and you had to choose from a few things in the things that you were working on. But it also left you a little bit like, what the hell am I doing? Am I doing the right thing? Because of the blindfold. You know, when you have these choices that you are pondering and that you were pondering, I think you've already done, I already think you have done the decision because of the Six of Swords cards here. So you already decided and made your choice, but it made you feel a little bit like, you know, am I taking the right, making the right choices here? Am I going in the right direction? And that it has a bit of fear. There's a bit of fear. I mean, the moon is not giving the brightest light. On top of that, you're blindfolded, so you can't see what is ahead. And that, of course, that instigates fear, but I feel that you have broken through the indecision here. I feel that really this just happened. You making that choice just happened. You have pondered that for a while. I feel this is already in the work, or you're going to make it very soon, or you just made it. And you are in a transition period now, because you are sorting out, you know, the choices, what you left behind and what you are focusing at a moment. So there is this transition from, so maybe you were in a job, you know, with a salary, and you went for freelancing, and or for your own company, or both. And yeah, that was like a big decision, leaving a job that had, you know, security, had a fixed salary, to go for freelancing where your income is not always the same. And yeah, and there is maybe some doubts and some uncertainty, but you did make the choice. I feel it has to do with something like that. Now, if you are a freelancer, maybe you have chosen to go for the fixed salary, the more certainty, the more, the more security, the more secure option, to be in a job with somebody who pays you at the end of the month. And you know what is going to come in and what your expenses are going to be. That is a possibility as well. But also it could be that maybe you have to decide between two jobs, because maybe you were working 2 or 3 jobs even, and that was too much. That Nine of Swords tells me you've been overdoing it, and maybe you still are. So maybe look at that. And I feel that that choice here implies a little bit choosing yourself, choosing what is best for your health. And that leaves you a little bit in this transition mode, because one thing is not completely finished and rounded off. So if you left a job, maybe you're still dealing with the paperwork with your boss, or you need to get, you know, sort of still a payout, or maybe you're settling how you're going to leave the company. If you're going to work for someone, maybe you're still dealing here with the paperwork, getting the contract signed. Maybe you're still negotiating that contract. That's a possibility as well. Now I'm going to go here to the Three of Cups under this decision. This decision that you're making, whatever that is for you in your personal situation, it's going to be the right one, because it's going to bring you a little bit more happiness, a bit more ease, a bit more of this ease that you're longing for. And, you know, it's a bit of a celebration, because, you know, it's not that you lack money. Again, with this Knight of Pentacles, there is no lack of opportunities to make money, or there is no lack of money anyway. So the choice you're making here with the Two of Swords, that choice is the good one. You're going to make the good choice. Even though it feels something like, you know, here you're maybe in doubt. It is the good choice because we have all the cards. Now, this for me is just, again, a warning to tell you to slow a little bit down and to not do like 50 jobs at the same time, or take on 50 projects if you're a freelancer or have your own company, but to really make choices and make good choices, because health is important as well. Not only is your money making important, but your health is important as well. So let's go now to the middle card, the Eight of Pentacles. So whatever the choice is that you made here, it tells me that you're still working with dedication, with perseverance. You're good at what you do. very good at what you do. You have an eye for whatever it is you're doing. You have an eye for it. You have the talent and the skills for it. You see the details. You see the fine tuning. You see that because it's something you really like to do. It's not that you know, when you make the choice here, it's not that what you were doing was something you didn't want. It was something that you had to choose because it was too much. So I'm thinking two or more jobs. I'm thinking maybe and freelancing and having a business and being in a job all at the same time. That's overdoing it. And you can't keep on doing. So you need to make a choice to move on, to move to a better place, to move a little bit towards this. But there is also results coming in. This is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles tells me you tend to your financial garden. I mean, it's not like you're not going to stop making money when you make this choice. No. Actually, when you make this choice, I feel you're even going to make more money and better money, but also in a better way. Something that is more you. And something that is really better. And you tend to that money. You're also a wise investor here. It's not like you're going to spend it all. You're tending to it so you make it grow. Now there is also the Strength card here. The Strength card for me is you know, going on, even in the hard working. You're doing that. And there's a lot of willpower in that card. There's a lot of persevering, but there's also like, okay, when I make this choice, there may be some fear. This woman is taming the lion, the inner fear. She's taking that under control, and you need to do that because you really need to see how good you are in what you do. And you really need to see that, you know, whatever is happening now, even if there is some, some sorting out of details, of last finishing details in this choice you make, it's just transitional. It will be sorted anyway because of this Three of Cups as well. It will all come together. Now, sometimes, of course, fears will stir up, but it's not. I mean, you have this End card here, which is the Empress. And I feel this is, as I said, this, you know, when you have results, not so much this card, but this card and this card, I feel those are really further out when you see the results of your choice. And here, reaping the harvesting. This is a card of fertility as well. But for your work, whatever you're doing, it's fertile, it's growing, it's ready to reap rewards. There's, you know, financial rewards as well. But also I feel not only financial rewards, I feel that when you make this choice, and the choice is the best one for you, you're also reaping like a little bit more rewards, getting towards this state of more ease, you know, to make it easier for yourself. There is this important lesson here that you need to take it a little bit slower. And then this is going to come in end of December, like I said, beginning January. Yes, the rewards, the harvest. You're going to see that because you are going to create new opportunities with this choice. And the Ace of Swords tells me, first of all, yes, a new beginning, but also like a breakthrough moment where you see, I shouldn't not be working this hard because that is going to bring me to a burnout. You see that with this Ace of Swords, and you make wise decisions. You make the right decisions either for if you're a freelancer or if you have your own company, or regarding the right job. What is the right job? Jobs maybe for you, or maybe there's a combination of job and freelancing or something like that, or having your own company as a side hustle. Who knows? But there is a breakthrough moment where you see what you really need to do and where you need to focus your energy on, that you can't be in the overworking anymore, that is not bringing you joy, and you need that. You need that joy in your job, in your work. This is really about deciding for your own best. Really be a little bit selfish when you decide here. So let's pull a few more cards here. Yes, Sagittarius. Sometimes we do a lot because we want to we want to create security. I mean, this is also about creating security here. But sometimes when we overdo it, it's not going to give us security. It's going to give us a headache. It's going to give us exhaustion, and it can even bring illness or a chronic illness. You don't want that. And you know, you have the Knight of Pentacles here, so I'm not worried in any way or form about you not making money. I am worried about you overdoing it and doing way too much work, and then, you know, all the money in the world is not going to make you happy because you're exhausted and you feel ill. So yeah, the choice you make, whatever it is, or you just made, because as I said, this is the recent past, very recent past, so maybe you're still in the process of making the choice or you just made it. It's going to be the good one. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups, I'll pull it in. 9 of Cups. Wishes fulfilled, but also things starting to flow again, starting to move. Yeah. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. So you have the Queen of Pentacles on this transition again. So you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Prince of Pentacles. It is like, this card is telling you, in this transition where you need to sort out things, don't worry. Money is still going to come in. Yes, money is still going to come in. You're not going to be without money. So if you have fear of money, of lack of money, really, you know, the lack thinking, not enough thinking, don't do it, because it is there and it is going to grow your garden. So just tend to it when it comes in, but don't overdo it, because then that might be not good. The Queen of Cups. So we have Queen of Pentacles, we have Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is also, you know, listen to your emotions, listen to what your body is telling you, listen so that you don't feel that burnout here. Listen to that, because you need to listen to your emotions, because yeah, it's funny that here is Cups, yeah, and then we have that Pentacles in between, because these Cups reflect also to that ease you want. And yes, that's going to come back, because you have to listen to what your body is telling you. I don't see this so much as like emotions, like mind emotions, but really body emotions, body sensations, feeling your body. What is my body telling me? Am I tired? Then I need to rest. Am I too tired and I need to slow down and I need to cut out a few of the jobs I took on and really need to cut out? And that is that Ace of Swords as well. Sometimes you need to cut out some jobs and really make that decision as well. The Ace of Swords also has a big power to make choices and decisions, yeah? Okay, the World. I love that on that Three of Cups when I said, if you make the decision, you're making the right one, because this card and because of these two cards, you're finishing a cycle. With your choice, you're ending a certain cycle of doing, of going about your work, your career, your job, and you're going to do it in a different way. So that is good, but you still are dedicated. I mean, it's not like you're going to go in a completely different area of work. I feel the work you're going to do is sort of maybe the same, but in a different way, or so that means in a different way, either for a different company, if you're working as an employee, sorry, or if you're a freelancer, also working in a different way, but still doing the same thing, but doing it less. And also finishing, because maybe here you were freelancing and having a job, and here you're no longer. Maybe here you're only freelancing or only doing a job for an employer. I can't get mixing these up, because I'm trying to talk too quickly and then I get this sort of thing. Well, Three of Swords. Yeah, I feel this Three of Swords. Again, it's a warning. If you overdo this, if you overwork, because this card also, you know, besides being dedicated and being good at your jobs and having the talents and the skills, it can also make you overwork. So yes, it's again a warning. It's the same as this Nine of Swords. These two cards are telling the same thing. You know, don't overdo it, because that is going to bring heartache. Yeah, heartache, pain, illness. And then, of course, when you're ill and you're a freelancer, let's say, then you can't make any money. So you really have to pace yourself. And that is this as well, because the Strength card knows how to pace. The Strength card is not a card that rushes. It's a card that is wise with its energy and its time. So yes, you have to pace yourself. So really do that, Sagittarius. Because yeah, there will be so many opportunities, there will be so many job offers if you're looking for a new job, or job offers from if you're a freelancer or you have your company, your own company. But you have to make wise choices so you don't get in the overworking, so you don't get hurt and you don't sort of maybe even fail at some of these jobs and don't do them properly, because you need to do them properly. They're asking you that to do all the jobs you do, to do them properly. And if you have too much on your plate, you can't do that. And then there will be failure, and failure brings bad reputation, brings pain, brings annoyances, nuisances. It can even bring a lawsuit. You don't want that. So yeah. So be careful with that. Be careful with how you distribute your energy. Another Strength card. So again, now this Strength card comes out on, I'm just going to put these down. So this Strength card comes out on this Nine of Swords. So it's really saying take it slow. Don't overwork. And if you have fear coming up over, oh my God, I want to serve everybody, but I can't, then think about what is best for you and be a little bit selfish. And also, slow down. Yeah. This is very important, that aspect of not overworking and stopping to rest. And to rest in a good way, not in just, I'm going to take a cat nap of 20 minutes and a card fell, so I'm going to have to pull it up. Anyway, so don't do that. Just take your rest properly, sleep well, eat well, make sure you drink enough water to stay hydrated. Get your vitamins up, get your vitamin D up, especially that one, I would say. But get, maybe get even a checkup with your doctor. The Magician on this Ace of Swords, it tells me where you know how to choose and decide between projects, but where there's also still offerings coming in, but you have to decide between those offerings. You know how to do that. But maybe you think you can't. Maybe you think you cannot be this magician and do that and choose and then have, maybe you want to please everybody, but this magician tells me that you can, if you set your mind to it, you can say no. Because it is imperative that at a certain point you have to say no to certain people, to certain projects, to certain offers, because there's too many with the Seven of Cups, too many. And if you want to do them all, you're going to end up here and here. Now again, I'm not telling you that my reading is the Bible, but I would just check in with yourself and see, am I really overworking? Am I tired? Am I taking good care of myself, of my body? Because you need to. And do that check-in, simple as that. And then you decide what you do. Oh, I love this Sun card here on top. It's the best card of the deck, the Sun card, and it's sitting on that Empress card. So if you really take good care of yourself, you make the right decision here, yes. And it's going to be fine. So don't be guided by fear, and don't be guided by, I need to do it all. Don't do that. Listen to your body and take care of it, because that is going to bring in your money as well. It's not the overworking that's going to bring in the money. Because if you go after everything, that will stop, and then you have this card. Because this one is also in the middle, remember? So yeah, I would really be careful for that. Okay, let's end with 3 message cards. So let's see, this is from the Ask Your Guides by Sonia Choquette. Then we have the Soul Coaching Oracle by Denise Lind. I take these cards randomly. They have been shuffled. They are being shuffled between every reading for each of the signs. But I do take them randomly. I don't know why I have started doing it like that, but I do. Also, when I coach people, then we end with one of these oracle cards, and I do it in such a way that really it's they who end up choosing the card. So I don't take it randomly. They tell me, they guide me to which card it is. Okay, so Epiphany, higher self. That is the ask your guides. So that epiphany is here. You already may have had that when you take off the blindfold here with the Two of Swords. And here that epiphany lies also, cutting it in the Ace of Swords. And I feel this epiphany has to do with your higher self is there. It has to do with listening to your body and listening that you're not to your body in a way that you're not going to be exhausted and you take the right decisions for your body. And your body wants more ease. That Six of Cups. You, your soul, your mind, your emotions, they all want a little bit more ease. So bring that in, listen to it, have the insight. Now this card is about acceptance, and it says, I unconditionally accept, cherish, and love myself as I am. And this is when those fears come in, like, oh, I really have to do everything, and I have to please everybody, and I have to do everything for everyone. Don't do that, and accept that you can't do everything for everybody, and you can't take on every project and every client at the moment because you're overdoing it. You don't want that. And accept it and love yourself and forgive yourself if you have trouble with that, but do so. And then the last card comes from the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron Reid, and it's called Ghostlands. Now this is a card I rarely pull. So I'm really going to have to take the booklet, and it's number 17. So here we go. Ghostlands. I'll pull it up again because it has to do with the past. It says, you can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. Yeah, you live in the here and now. That is true. But also it says like this. It's like an advice card. Whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing. For rarely do the present and future match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. The future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there, yet you can take measured steps towards a goal or dream. These steps are important now. That is that choice. That choice is really important because your goal is to have more ease, but at the same time make money. And it is possible for you, but you can't live in the future only thinking about all the money you're going to make. Because then you're going to go in burnout, because then you're going to take on everybody and every offer and every project. And it's not good for you. You have to pace yourself. Then it further says, the same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you can't live there, nor can you go back and change what was. So it really has to do with past, present, future. The only thing we have is really the present. We can imagine the future, but the future, how we imagine it, rarely comes about how we imagine it in that same exact way. It often, when we strive and we set our minds and we have, a mindset, we get there, but the outcome is often completely different than how we imagined it, or at least the how to get there can be completely different like we imagined it. But also the past, because you can see the clock, you can see the time, yeah? The past, take the lessons you learned from the past, but don't stay stuck in the past or in the hurt of the past. Yesterday is gone forever. Live fully in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction, further than the heart and soul can see. So maybe you don't know here what is going to happen, yeah, because you're blindfolded when you make this choice. And maybe you have made that choice already. Maybe you're on the verge of making it. Know and be okay with not knowing. With not knowing how that is going to turn out. I feel it's going to turn out for the best because of the cards. Just trust your instinct, trust your body, what it says, and slow down. So, Sagittarius, hope you like this reading. If you like it, give me a like, maybe give me a comment, leave a remark, leave an observation, leave what you're going through right now in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, maybe consider doing so and clicking the alarm bell so that you know when new readings come out, because I do many readings. I do monthly readings for the zodiac sign, week readings where you pick a card combo. I do daily shorts, which are the short videos on YouTube. That's new on YouTube, so it's a daily card to guide you for the day. I do those. I do moon readings, so new and full moon readings, and then a specific reading soon, so like this one. Now this one, if you want to have a look what the other readings for the other quarters of the year said, I will put the links in the description box so you can go back to those if you want to have a look to all other 3 quarters. And the last thing I want to say is I'm going to give away a free reading. I will do that and declare the winner on September 30th, and all you have to do is in the comment box here on YouTube, once per video, but you can do it on as many videos as you want. Put in the words rose crystal. The more entries, the more chances of winning, because the more times I'm going to put your name in the box, and then I'll draw from that box a name at the end of September. So 30th of September, winner will be announced. Words are rose crystal. That's it. Thank you for being here, Sagittarius, and speak soon. Bye for now.